The Dust Bowl began in the spring of 1931, sweeping across the southern plains with a ferocity that left no one untouched. Powerful dust storms, driven by relentless winds, darkened skies and blanketed homes in thick layers of soil. This was not the occasional dust devil, but an unending assault, a nightmare from which there seemed no escape. The question is, how did people survive such harsh conditions? The Great Plains, spanning Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, and New Mexico, were transformed into a desolate wasteland. Farmers watched as their livelihoods were swallowed up by the dust, choking crops and rendering once fertile lands barren. The very air they breathed became a tangible enemy. In this desperate time, some residents found refuge in the most unlikely of places, caves. Carved into the hillsides or hidden beneath the earth, these natural shelters offered a slim chance of survival against the onslaught of dust. One such individual was a young man named Arthur Rothstein, who in 1936 captured haunting images of families trudging through the dust storms. His photographs serve as stark reminders of the human toll exacted by these catastrophic conditions. Imogene Glover, who grew up in this ravaged landscape, recalls how her grandfather homesteaded in Texas before moving north of Texoma. The dust storms were so severe that they could not be ignored. They demanded immediate action. For these resilient souls, living in caves became a grim necessity. The dust storms, known as black blizzards for their intense darkness and blinding force, made the open prairie uninhabitable. People huddled together in these makeshift shelters, praying for relief that seemed to be perpetually out of reach. Yet amidst the despair, there was a spirit of determination that refused to be extinguished. The Dust Bowl era, spanning from 1931 to 1939, is a testament to human endurance in the face of unimaginable adversity. As we delve deeper into this story, we will explore how individuals like Arthur Rothstein and Imogene Glover not only endured, but also found ways to adapt and persevere against all odds. Before we begin, a small request. Most of the people listening tonight aren't subscribed. If this channel has ever helped you drift off, take a moment to subscribe. It's free, it helps this channel more than you'd think, and you can always change your mind later. And if you feel like it, leave a comment telling me where in the world you're listening from and what time it is where you are. I love reading them. One more thing before we begin. I'm also a co-founder of a sleep app built to be the most affordable one out there. No ads, ever. Just sounds and stories made to help you sleep. It may not be released yet as this video goes up, but if you're watching a little later, it might be out by now. Just search for it, it should be easy to find. It works on iPhone, Android, and everything in between. Downloading it is the best way to support this channel. During the 1930s and into the early 1940s, a seemingly unending drought turned the southern plains into a desolate wasteland. Crops withered, livestock perished, and entire communities faced the grim prospect of survival. The constant threat of dust storms added to the misery. Giant black clouds could blot out the sun entirely, casting a terrifying shadow over the land. These dust storms were not just occasional events, they were a regular part of life during this era. They lasted for years, testing the resolve of those who chose to stay. Farmers and their families found themselves in an unenviable position: adapt or leave. For many, the choice was clear. They would dig deep into the heartland to find a way to survive. As these hardy individuals fought for their survival, they made choices that would shape their lives forever. Nestled in the heart of Oklahoma, in Cimarron County, lived a family known as the Carters. John and Eliza Carter, along with their 5 children, called this dusty stretch of land home. In 1936, as the Dust Bowl tightened its grip on the region, many families faced an agonizing choice: leave or find new ways to endure these harsh conditions. During this time of great hardship, the Carter family found themselves at a crossroads. Should they join the mass exodus of families fleeing to more promising lands, or should they stay and brave the unforgiving elements? For John and Eliza, leaving was not an easy option. Their roots ran deep in this soil, and the thought of abandoning their home was almost unbearable. They chose to stay, determined to weather the storm together. But what drove this family to make such a resolute choice? The answer lies in their profound sense of community and unyielding spirit. Their determination was not merely a matter of stubbornness, it was born from the knowledge that they were part of something greater than themselves. As the dust storms intensified and the landscape turned barren, the Carters saw their future threatened. But unlike many who fled, they chose to stay and fight back against the elements, using a unique approach, digging into the earth itself. The ground served as their walls and dirt provided their protection. This wasn't merely an act of desperation, it was a carefully considered survival technique, born out of necessity and shaped by determination. Simple tools and unyielding resolve were the only weapons they had against nature's fury. With every shovelful of dirt they moved, they fortified their defenses against the relentless winds. Inside this humble abode, carved from the very land that threatened them, the Carters found solace and safety. The ground around them transformed into a sanctuary, shielding them from the harsh realities above. But it wasn't just about finding refuge, it was also about standing their ground. They refused to let the Dust Bowl claim another victim without a fight. And so, they dug in, quite literally, with every fibre of their being focused on survival. The dirt beneath their fingernails became a badge of honour, symbolising their unwavering resolve. As the winds outside howled, they huddled together within their earthly fortress, finding strength in each other's resilience. This was more than just a survival story. It was a testament to the power of determination and love. It's 1936, and the residents of Boise City, Oklahoma, are grappling with an unrelenting enemy, dust storms. The fierce winds sweep in, blanketing the town in a thick layer of grime that settles on everything from furniture to food. Families wake up each morning to find their homes filled with dust, the result of years of drought and poor farming practices. Yet, amidst this harsh reality, they find ways to adapt. The Carter family, who have decided to stay in their hometown rather than leave for a more hospitable region, has developed ingenious techniques to cope with the constant influx of dust. They begin by taping windows shut, creating a seal that prevents dust from entering their home. Next, they hang wet sheets across doorways and openings, using moisture to capture and remove dust particles as they enter. However, these measures can only do so much against the relentless onslaught of nature. The dust continues to invade their home, coating surfaces and clogging airways. But the Carters are undeterred. They have a plan, a desperate but necessary one. The ground serves as their walls, offering a solid barrier against the wind and dust. Dirt acts as their roof, providing a natural insulation that keeps them warm during cold nights. It's not an ideal living situation, but it is a sanctuary, a place where they can find respite from the unforgiving world above. Daily life in this subterranean dwelling is challenging but manageable. They cook their meals using a small stove that emits minimal smoke to avoid filling the cramped space with fumes. Water is gathered from nearby sources, hauled back to their shelter, and stored in makeshift containers. For entertainment and light, they rely on a few carefully placed oil lamps. These provide just enough illumination to read by or perform simple tasks without straining their eyes in the dim environment. The Carters have found a way to endure the hardships of the Dust Bowl, adapting their living conditions to the extreme circumstances they face. Their story serves as a testament not only to survival, but also to the incredible lengths people will go to preserve their homes and families. In the heart of Oklahoma, there's a town called Boise City that stands as a monument to resilience and survival. It's here where families learn to adapt to the harsh conditions of the Dust Bowl, turning survival into their defining identity. But the people of Boise City were not about to give up. They learned techniques that became part of their survival toolkit. One such technique was taping windows. This simple act helped seal out some of the dust that would otherwise infiltrate homes. Another ingenious method was hanging wet sheets across doorways and openings. The moisture in these sheets caught and trapped the dust particles, making the air inside of it cleaner. These families were not alone in their struggle. All across Oklahoma, residents were developing similar strategies to cope with the harsh conditions of the Dust Bowl. The relentless drought left wells dry and unusable, forcing families to seek alternative water sources. the Carter family faced the daily challenge of collecting rainwater in cisterns for their basic needs. The constant dust storms took a toll on livestock as animals struggled to breathe and find pasture. Families like the Carters had to be resourceful in protecting their remaining cattle. Bernice Carter, who walked 2 miles each way to attend Solid Rock School, completed 8th grade amidst these trying times. Her determination mirrored the resilience of her family and community. Photographers like Dorothea Lange and Walker Evans documented the struggle, capturing images that would become icons of the era. Their work highlighted the daily challenges faced by families such as the Carters. For nearly a decade, the Carter family and others endured this new normal, withstanding droughts, dust storms, and the collapse of their way of life. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt and persevere in the face of adversity. This new normal tested every aspect of their lives, from water sources to livestock care and crop survival. Despite these hardships, the Carter family's ultimate decision to stay in Cimarron County speaks volumes about their resilience and determination. In the heart of Cimarron County, Oklahoma, lies a treasure trove of history and resilience, the Cimarron Heritage Center. Among its many exhibits is a fascinating display that takes visitors back to the harsh era of the Dust Bowl. The center is home to an impressive 18,000-pound replica of an Apatosaurus dinosaur named Simi, standing as a testament to the region's prehistoric past. One of the most compelling artifacts is a photograph of a farmhouse half buried in sand, a chilling reminder of the relentless dust that plagued the region. This image underscores the incredible hardship and tenacity required to survive such extreme conditions. Visitors can also see a replica of the iconic Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz, standing tall at 13 feet. This exhibit serves as both a nod to American pop culture and a symbol of hope amidst adversity, a sentiment that resonated deeply with those living through the Dust Bowl. Yet despite these hardships, families like the Carters showed remarkable resilience. Their decision to stay in Cimarron County and build an underground home to weather the storms is a poignant testament to their determination and adaptability. The Cimarron Heritage Center's exhibits on life during the Dust Bowl era serve as a powerful reminder of this legacy, a legacy of survival, determination, and unyielding hope in the face of immense adversity. Their story ties into the broader historical context of the Dust Bowl, highlighting how countless Oklahoma residents demonstrated extraordinary grit and perseverance in the face of one of America's most severe ecological disasters. In the heart of Oklahoma, where the dust from the Dust Bowl once darkened skies, stands a testament to the state's resilient history, the Cimarron Heritage Center. Spanning over 3.5 acres, this center houses various exhibits and historical buildings that transport visitors back in time to understand the trials and triumphs of Oklahoma's past. Among those who lived through these harsh times was Bernice Carter, a woman whose childhood memories paint a vivid picture of life during the Dust Bowl. Born southeast of Leedy, Oklahoma, Bernice grew up amidst German immigrant farmers who faced the daily challenges posed by the relentless dust storms. As a child, Bernice recalled the sheer difficulty of managing the dust that infiltrated every aspect of life. Their story is a stark reminder of the lengths people went to survive during these trying times. Today, the Cimarron Heritage Center serves as a vital connection to this past, offering a tangible way for modern-day Oklahomans to understand and appreciate the hardships endured by their predecessors. These displays not only entertain, but also educate, providing a window into Oklahoma's rich history and the indomitable spirit of its people. In this present day, when Oklahoma is known for more than just its dusty past, these reminders of resilience and determination remain relevant. Bernice Carter's story, like that of the Carters, serves as a testament to the human capacity for endurance and innovation. These accounts remind us of the foundational strength that underpins modern-day Oklahoma, a state where resilience is not just a part of history, but an enduring legacy. It's a testament to human resilience that amid the devastating conditions of the Dust Bowl, some families like the Carters chose to stay and adapt rather than leave. Their story provides profound lessons learned from one of America's most trying periods. their decision to stay was not just an act of defiance against the harsh environment, but also a statement about their connection to the land and community. Rather than abandoning their home, the Carters dug a shelter into the earth. This simple but ingenious solution offered them protection and a place to call their own amidst the chaos. Their resolve was not just about surviving, but also about preserving a sense of normalcy and community in an otherwise chaotic world. The story of the Carter family during the Dust Bowl serves as a powerful reminder that resilience and adaptability are not just qualities of survival, but also the essence of community spirit. Their enduring legacy teaches us that in the face of adversity, it's not just about individual strength, but also about collective determination to thrive. As we reflect on their journey, we are reminded that resilience is not just a historical artifact, but an enduring trait that continues to define communities today. Imagine, if you will, a world where the very land beneath your feet can turn against you. This is what happened in Oklahoma during the Dust Bowl, a time when the once fertile soil turned into something as barren and unforgiving as the surface of the moon. The small town of Boise City experienced some of the most severe dust storms during this period. In the face of such adversity, the residents of Boise City demonstrated an incredible resilience and determination that has come to define the Oklahoma spirit. Bernice Carter, who was born in 1920 and experienced the Black Friday dust storm at age 13, recalled her childhood as one where they worked hard, played hard in a close community. For many, the decision to stay was not just about survival, but also about preserving a way of life and the bonds that held their communities together. This enduring spirit is what makes Oklahoma a unique place in American history. The stories of resilience from the Dust Bowl era are a testament to this unyielding spirit. As we remember the Dust Bowl and those who endured it, let us honor this enduring spirit that makes Oklahoma unique. For in the face of adversity, it is our resilience and determination that make us truly exceptional. This is the Oklahoma spirit. To survive the harsh conditions of the Dust Bowl, some residents turned to innovative cave-dwelling techniques that allowed them to live beneath the ground. To counteract this, families dug underground shelters where they could find respite from the storms. One of the crucial innovations was a simple yet effective ventilation system. By digging small vertical shafts, families allowed fresh air to circulate naturally through their subterranean homes. Storage solutions were another key adaptation. Families built sturdy shelves and compartments into the cave walls, ensuring their food supplies remained protected from pests and the elements. These shelters also underwent enhancements over time. Families added doors, windows, and even furniture to make their subterranean homes more livable. The resilience and determination of these families are exemplified in their ingenuity. By adopting these techniques, they transformed what could have been a temporary shelter into a sustainable living space. Their stories serve as a testament to the Oklahoma spirit, showcasing how innovation and resourcefulness can overcome even the harshest of conditions. In the face of adversity, these cave-dwelling techniques provided a lifeline that allowed communities to endure and thrive during the Dust Bowl era. These innovations highlight the remarkable human capacity to adapt and survive in the most challenging of circumstances. But for every individual who carved out a life beneath the earth, government aid played a crucial role in their survival during the Dust Bowl. In 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt introduced the Federal Emergency Relief Administration, FERA. This program provided immediate assistance to those affected by the economic crisis and the harsh conditions of the Dust Bowl. FERA helped fund local relief projects, providing jobs and income for many who were struggling to make ends meet. It was a lifeline in a time when cash was scarce and food even scarcer. Another significant program was the Civilian Conservation Corps, CCCA, established in 1933. The CCC employed young men to work on conservation projects, building infrastructure and restoring landscapes damaged by the dust storms. These efforts not only provided essential income, but also helped mitigate the long-term impacts of the Dust Bowl. By restoring land and creating sustainable jobs, the CCC ensured that families like the Carters had a chance to endure these harsh times. The Resettlement Administration also played a pivotal role in providing aid. One of its key initiatives was the Rural Rehabilitation Program, which offered loans to help farmers get back on their feet. These government programs were instrumental in keeping hope alive during this dark period. They provided the financial support and jobs that allowed individuals like the man living in the cave to persevere through the relentless dust storms. With the help of government aid, families found a way to hold on during the Dust Bowl era, rebuilding their lives one step at a time. Imagine the sheer resilience required to dig a home into the earth and survive in such harsh conditions. The support from these programs was not just aid, it was a lifeline, a symbol of hope in a time when all seemed lost. It's worth noting that government aid wasn't always perfect or enough. Many still suffered immensely, but these programs were a testament to the collective effort to help those in need. These stories of survival highlight not only individual determination, but also the broader context of support that allowed people to endure some of the most challenging times in American history. As we look back on this era, it's essential to recognize the role government aid played in keeping families together and giving them a chance to rebuild their lives. And so, amidst the dust storms and economic hardships, there was hope, a testament to human resilience and the power of collective support in times of crisis. As the dust storms ravaged the southern plains, hope and resilience emerged from an unexpected source: community support. Neighborly assistance became a lifeline for families struggling to survive the harsh conditions of the Dust Bowl. In Boise City, Oklahoma, the spirit of collective effort fortified the resolve of its residents. When one family needed help digging out their home buried in sand, others rallied around them, lending a hand and sharing supplies. This mutual aid was not just an act of kindness, it was a necessity for survival in such unforgiving times. The Carter family's decision to stay and survive the Dust Bowl is a testament to this collective resilience. Living in Cimarron County, Oklahoma, they relied on their community for support and shared resources. The Carters dug a home into the earth to protect themselves from the dust storms, a task that would have been nearly impossible without the help of their neighbors. Simple tools and determination were all it took for the Carters to build their underground shelter. With dirt serving as walls and protection, they found refuge from the relentless winds. This communal support not only provided physical shelter, but also bolstered their spirits, reminding them that they were not alone in their struggle. Boise City stands today as a testament to this resilience. The town's residents endured extreme hardship, yet their collective spirit and determination helped them weather the storm. Buildings with foundations still hold stories of residents sweeping dust every morning, and families learn techniques like taping windows and hanging wet sheets to cope with the dust. This community support was crucial in fortifying individual determination and resilience. It demonstrated that even in the harshest conditions, human bonds could make all the difference. By working together, these communities found the strength to endure the trials of the Dust Bowl. The survival of families like the Carters illustrates the power of collective support. Their underground homes served as both a physical sanctuary and a symbol of their community's unwavering resolve. As the dust settled, it became clear that this period had forged an indelible identity for Boise City. The town stands as a beacon of resilience, embodying the spirit of community support that saw its residents through the darkest days of the Dust Bowl. Through these stories of neighborly assistance and shared resources, we see how social bonds fortified individual determination and resilience during one of America's most challenging eras. The power of collective effort proved to be an invaluable asset in the face of adversity. The choice to stay was not easy, but it reflected a deep-seated resilience. The ground served as more than just walls. It became a symbol of their endurance. Living in such harsh conditions required not only physical fortitude, but also mental stamina. John found hope in the smallest of things: a well-preserved can of food, a quiet moment without the howling wind. He learned to appreciate the simple comforts that many take for granted. a well-kept can of food became a symbol of provision and security. Coping mechanisms like these were essential for maintaining mental resilience in such adverse conditions. John found solace in the smallest victories: a day without a dust storm, a meal shared with his family. The cave became more than just a shelter. It was a sanctuary where hope could be nurtured and maintained. His determination was fueled by the love for his family and the belief that better days were ahead. This internal strength deepened our understanding of John's mental fortitude. In a world where hope seemed scarce, John found it within the confines of his cave. His story serves as a testament to the power of the human spirit in overcoming immense adversity. The harsh conditions forced families like the Carters to adapt and innovate in ways they never imagined. Their determination was a beacon of hope in an otherwise desperate time. John's mental resilience during the Dust Bowl is a story of profound human strength and fortitude, highlighting his determination to survive against all odds. His legacy serves as a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, the human spirit can endure and persevere with remarkable strength. To fully appreciate his journey, one must first understand the art of cave mapping. A science as old as exploration itself, it involves meticulously documenting every crevice, every chamber, and every air current within a subterranean world. The importance of such detailed knowledge cannot be overstated. With each survey, a map begins to take shape, illustrating not just the layout, but the very pulse of the cave. Airflow within a cave is crucial, a lifeline connecting the surface to the deepest recesses. It can bring oxygen and remove carbon dioxide, creating pockets of breathable air even in the harshest conditions. Water sources are another vital element to map. Dripping stalactites or hidden seeps can provide precious droplets that could mean the difference between life and dehydration. However, these maps must also account for potential hazards, sharp calcite formations that could cause injury, or the unpredictable nature of water levels during rain. For our survivor, the knowledge gleaned from such meticulous mapping was invaluable. He understood where to set up his camp to avoid dangerous calcite formations and knew exactly where to find water when rainfall was scarce. His foresight and planning are a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt and overcome even the most daunting obstacles. As we delve deeper into his story, one cannot help but marvel at the level of planning and foresight required to live in such harsh conditions. It is a story of resilience, determination, and an unyielding spirit that refused to be broken by the cruelty of nature. In the end, his story serves as a poignant reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always hope, and sometimes solace can be found in the most unexpected places. The Dust Bowl years were harsh, but they also bore witness to incredible ingenuity and determination. Amid the relentless dust storms and drought, some residents turned to an unconventional method of farming: cave agriculture. In towns like Boise City, Oklahoma, families found refuge in the earth itself. The constant dust storms and lack of rain made traditional farming nearly impossible, so they adapted by moving their crops underground. The use of hydroponics became a crucial technique in cave agriculture. Instead of relying on soil and natural sunlight, these farmers grew their plants in water infused with nutrients. Artificial lighting was another essential component. Without the sun's rays reaching underground, growers employed electric lamps to mimic the light plants need for photosynthesis. Some even created makeshift greenhouses within their caves, further regulating temperature and humidity levels to suit different types of crops. The ingenuity didn't stop at growing conditions alone. These farmers also devised innovative ways to irrigate their plants. Water from natural springs or wells was carefully rationed and used to keep the hydroponic systems running smoothly, ensuring a steady supply of water for their plants. Despite these challenges, the determination to survive was palpable. Each cave dweller became an expert in managing their own tiny ecosystem, fine-tuning conditions for optimal crop growth. The payoff of their labor and ingenuity was profound. Harvesting fresh vegetables from an underground garden in the midst of a devastating drought must have felt like a true triumph. The story of cave agriculture during the Dust Bowl is more than just a tale of survival. It's a poignant reminder that even in the darkest times, there are always ways to find light and hope. The Carters were among those who dug their way into the earth, creating makeshift shelters that offered respite from the unforgiving storms above. These subterranean homes became more than just places of refuge. They evolved into vibrant cave communities where social bonds and mutual support thrived. Neighbours in nearby caves would gather for shared meals, swapping stories and laughs that echoed through the chambers. These moments of connection were crucial lifelines amidst the isolation and hardship. Community meetings were held in the largest caves, where decisions about resource allocation and survival strategies were made collectively. This collaborative approach ensured that no family was left behind and everyone had a say in their collective future. Emotional support was also integral to these cave communities. Parents shared wisdom with young couples starting families in the caves, offering comfort and guidance during challenging times. Children were taught resilience through storytelling sessions that celebrated their ancestors' strength and perseverance. These tales became treasured traditions, passed down from one generation to the next. Even in the face of adversity, these cave communities found ways to celebrate and honor life's milestones. Birthdays were marked with handmade gifts and heartfelt songs sung together under the dim light of kerosene lanterns. The importance of these social connections cannot be overstated. They were lifelines that sustained hope and provided a sense of normalcy in an otherwise chaotic world. This cohesion was as vital to survival as the shelter itself. Perhaps most profoundly, these cave communities demonstrated that even in the darkest times, there are always ways to find light and hope. For the Carters and their neighbours, this light came from within, from the bonds they forged and the love they shared. The decision was not made lightly. The Dust Bowl posed significant threats to health and well-being. Vitamin deficiencies became commonplace due to the lack of sunlight needed for vitamin D synthesis. Respiratory problems were another major concern as dust particles filled the air, leading to conditions like pneumoconiosis and silicosis. Mental health challenges also loomed large in this bleak environment. The constant darkness, isolation, and fear of the unknown could trigger anxiety and depression. Yet, amidst these hardships, there were also positive adaptations. Families like the Carters developed coping strategies such as creating makeshift air filters using wet cloths and hanging them near openings to trap dust particles. They also ensured that their diet included nutrient-rich foods whenever possible, even if it meant consuming more canned goods or preserving what little fresh produce they had. Physical activity was another crucial element in maintaining health. Despite the confined space, they made sure to exercise regularly, using simple equipment or improvising with available materials. Perhaps most importantly, the Carters and their neighbours maintained strong social bonds. They supported each other emotionally and practically, creating a sense of community that was vital for their mental well-being. This resilience highlighted the multifaceted nature of survival in extreme conditions. It underscored the human capacity to adapt, find innovative solutions, and draw strength from one another. As they endured these challenges, they discovered a newfound appreciation for the simple things in life, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there are always ways to find light and hope. Their story serves as a testament to the extraordinary lengths people will go to protect themselves and their loved ones, offering insights into the remarkable ways humans can thrive in the face of adversity. In the end, it is not just about surviving, but also about finding meaning and purpose amidst the hardships. In the heart of Oklahoma, the economic impact of the Dust Bowl was profound and immediate. A perfect storm of drought and dust storms choked out crops, leaving farmers with barren fields and empty bank accounts. Families like the Carters, who decided to stay and tough it out, faced severe financial hardships. With no income from their crops, they struggled to put food on the table or keep a roof over their heads. But the Carters were not alone in their plight. The agricultural economy of Oklahoma had collapsed under the weight of the relentless dust storms. Farmers across the state found themselves in a desperate situation, with no means to sustain their livelihoods or support their families. Enter the government, a lifeline amidst this despair. the Resettlement Administration and other federal agencies stepped in to provide aid and assistance to these struggling communities. From food rations to financial support, the government's intervention was crucial in helping families like the Carters stay afloat. Yet, even with this help, life was far from easy. The financial pressures were immense and constant. Every penny had to be stretched as far as it could go. Families found innovative ways to make ends meet, digging into the earth for shelter and relying on each other for support. The economic impact of the Dust Bowl pushed families like the Carters to the brink, but it also sparked a resilience that is truly inspiring. And so, they survived another day, another dust storm, and another challenge. Their determination to endure was the very essence of their story, a story that echoes through the heartland of Oklahoma. Every day was a battle during the Dust Bowl years in Oklahoma. Families woke to find their homes and fields blanketed with dust. The air was thick, choking out sunlight and clogging lungs. Bernice Carter recalled the struggle of just breathing on those days. It was hard to catch your breath, she said. The dust was everywhere. Domestic tasks became Herculean efforts. Cooking a meal meant contending with dust that infiltrated every corner of the house. Eliza Carter shared how they would sweep their floors multiple times a day, only to see the dust return within hours. Bathing and laundry were nearly impossible. Water sources could be contaminated, making it dangerous for both drinking and washing. Families had to rely on stored rainwater or cisterns, which often ran dry during the drought. Communities felt the strain. Social gatherings were disrupted as people isolated themselves to avoid the dust. Neighbors who once relied on each other now faced isolation and uncertainty. The constant struggle took a toll on everyone's health. Respiratory issues were common, and even the strongest could be brought low by the relentless dust storms. In these harsh conditions, some families made radical choices to survive. Take Arthur Coble, a farmer in Cimarron County. Rather than leave, he dug into the earth, carving out a shelter beneath the ground. His determination was unyielding. Using simple tools and sheer willpower, Coble created an underground home that served as a refuge from the storms above. As another dust storm raged outside, Arthur Coble and his family huddled together in their subterranean sanctuary. Their resilience was the very essence of their story, a testament to the human spirit in the face of unrelenting adversity. In Cimarron County, where the Carter family resided, inhabitants learned to adapt by creating underground homes that offered shelter from the storms. These cave dwellings were not merely places of refuge, they were ingenious designs that harnessed natural resources to ensure long-term survival. To maintain ventilation, families used simple tools and determination to construct air shafts that led from the surface down into their subterranean homes. These shafts allowed fresh air to flow in while preventing dust from settling inside. For lighting, they turned to creative solutions like using kerosene lamps or even employing small windows that allowed sunlight to filter through during the day. These DIY methods ensured they had both light and ventilation, making their cave homes more than just temporary shelters. They were functional living spaces. The ground itself served as a natural insulator, keeping the interior of these dwellings cool in the summer and warm in the winter. This innovative use of the environment not only provided comfort, but also required minimal effort to maintain. In addition to utilizing natural resources, cave dwellers also developed ingenious ways to manage water and waste. Rainwater could be collected and stored in barrels for drinking and cooking, while human waste was safely disposed of outside the living area. Their story serves as a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, human innovation can flourish. By turning to the natural resources around them and employing creative solutions, cave dwellers like the Carters found ways to not only survive, but also thrive during this challenging period of American history. As we delve deeper into the innovations and techniques that these families used, we find a story of hope and resilience amidst the devastating effects of the Dust Bowl. Their spirit of determination continues to inspire us today. Understanding these cave-dwelling techniques not only reveals the ingenuity and resourcefulness of those who faced such hardship, but also underscores the importance of community and innovation in overcoming adversity. Perhaps most importantly, it reminds us that even in the darkest times, there is always a way forward, a testament to the human spirit that cannot be defeated by adversity alone. In the annals of Oklahoma history, few tales of resilience have resonated as deeply as that of a man who chose to live in a cave during the Dust Bowl era. This cave dweller has become more than just a historical figure. His story serves as an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and teach us about the power of determination in overcoming hardship. The cave dweller's legacy is a testament not only to individual fortitude, but also to the collective spirit of communities facing adversity. His story has become deeply woven into local folklore, symbolizing the unyielding determination and adaptability of Oklahomans during one of the most challenging periods in American history. Efforts to preserve this piece of history are ongoing, with modern-day initiatives focused on documenting and educating future generations about his experience. From school curriculums to community events, the cave dweller's resilience is celebrated as a beacon of hope. His example continues to inspire resilience in the face of adversity, whether it's the ongoing challenge of drought or other natural disasters. His story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always a way forward. To further underscore his legacy, the cave dweller's home has been preserved as a historical site, offering visitors a first-hand glimpse into the harsh conditions he endured and the innovative solutions he devised. The site is not just a relic of the past, but also a living monument to human ingenuity and perseverance. It stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit that can turn even the harshest circumstances into opportunities for growth. Visiting this historic site often leaves visitors with a sense of awe and introspection, questioning their own resilience in the face of modern challenges. It's as if the very air within those caves carries whispers of determination. In essence, the cave dweller's legacy demonstrates the enduring influence of his experience and the power of determination in overcoming hardship. His story serves as an eternal beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest times, there is always a path forward, a testament to the unbreakable human spirit. And so, we carry on, guided by his example, ready to face whatever challenges come our way with the same indomitable spirit that once turned a cave into a sanctuary of survival. The Dust Bowl of the 1930s was a time of extreme hardship, with families struggling to survive in harsh conditions. One man, however, found an innovative solution to endure these difficult years. The Carters' ingenuity shines through in their approach to securing this vital resource. They dug a well that tapped into the natural water table beneath their home. This well served as a lifeline, providing them with clean drinking water and sustaining their crops through irrigation during the dry seasons. Wood was another essential resource they needed to survive the harsh winters. They gathered wood from nearby fields and forests, which they used to build fires for both warmth and cooking food. Their resourcefulness didn't stop there. They also made use of the surrounding landscape to find other necessities, such as game for food and natural materials for crafting tools. This practical ingenuity demonstrates how the Carters adapted their lifestyle to their environment, turning a cave into a true sanctuary of survival. Beyond the practical ingenuity that turned a cave into a sanctuary, there lies another fascinating aspect of the Carter family's story, their connection to local myths and folklore. The Ozark region is rich in tales passed down through generations, often rooted in the very land they inhabit. For instance, there are stories of early Native American tribes who sought refuge in caves during harsh winters. These stories might have resonated with the Carters as they faced their own environmental challenges. Additionally, the region's history includes tales of pioneers who survived by carving out lives in the wilderness. These frontier legends could have provided a model for resilience and resourcefulness. But perhaps most intriguing are the tales of hidden treasures buried in caves during times of turmoil. While these might be more fantasy than fact, they underscore a cultural belief in the power of sanctuary and safekeeping. What sets the Carter family apart is not just their practical adaptations, but also their place within this broader cultural context. their choice to live in a cave may have been influenced by these deeply rooted narratives that celebrate resilience and survival. It's this blend of practical ingenuity and cultural legacy that makes their story so compelling. Their decision to live in a cave becomes not just a response to adversity, but also an embodiment of the region's historical resilience. As we delve deeper into their journey, we find that the Carters' choice was not just about survival, but also about tapping into a collective memory of endurance and hope. This understanding adds another layer to their story, showing that their actions were not just pragmatic, but also deeply symbolic of a larger cultural narrative. In the end, the Carters' choice to live in a cave is a testament not only to their personal determination, but also to the enduring spirit of those who came before them. One of the most significant innovations was the use of wet sheets hung over windows and doorways. This simple technique helped to trap the dust particles, making it easier to breathe and maintain cleanliness inside the homes. Families also learned to seal their doors and windows with tape to prevent dust from seeping in. This method proved invaluable for protecting their living spaces during the frequent storms. Another crucial innovation was the construction of underground shelters or caves. These subterranean dwellings provided a safe haven from the intense dust storms, offering stability and protection. These cave dwellers used simple tools like shovels and picks to dig out their homes. They would then reinforce the walls with dirt and other natural materials for added security. In addition, they employed primitive ventilation systems using pipes or tunnels to bring fresh air into their caves while keeping the dust out. This allowed them to maintain a habitable living environment despite the harsh conditions outside. The technological innovations used by these cave dwellers highlight their resilience and determination in the face of adversity. By adapting to their environment and employing creative solutions, they were able to endure the harsh conditions of the Dust Bowl. These innovations not only ensured their survival, but also paved the way for future generations to learn from their experiences and build upon these techniques. In this manner, the technological innovations employed by those living in caves became a beacon of hope and determination during one of the most challenging periods in American history. As we reflect on their stories, it is clear that their proactive approach to finding solutions in the face of adversity was a key factor in their survival. This spirit of resilience and innovation continues to inspire us today, serving as a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, human ingenuity can prevail. Understanding the unique geological conditions of the area provides valuable insight into how a man could survive the harsh conditions of the Dust Bowl by living in a cave. The type of rocks, soil stability, and other geological factors made this form of shelter not only possible, but also key to his survival strategy. This combination of rock types contributes to the formation of caves and underground shelters. The more resistant layers of sandstone act as a roof, while the less resistant shale and limestone layers erode over time. The soil in this region, although affected by the Dust Bowl's drought and high winds, maintains a degree of stability that is crucial for cave dwelling. The presence of limestone beneath the surface enhances soil cohesion, making it less prone to rapid erosion. Moreover, the geological history of this area involves layers of ancient seabeds and freshwater environments that have left behind deposits rich in calcium carbonate. This mineral composition further reinforces soil stability. The Carter family, aware of these geological conditions, recognized the potential of the local caves as shelters that could protect them from the harsh elements above ground. This knowledge and leveraging of natural conditions were essential components of their survival strategy during the Dust Bowl era. Understanding and utilizing these geological factors not only made cave dwelling feasible, but also played a crucial role in ensuring the Carter family's survival during one of the most challenging periods in American history. Their resilience and innovation serve as an enduring testament to human ingenuity in the face of adversity. As the sun dipped below the horizon in Boise City, Oklahoma during those harsh years of the Dust Bowl, it wasn't just the landscape that was blanketed by dust. Weather patterns, too, were heavily influenced and made life above ground increasingly difficult. Droughts persisted for nearly a decade, parching the land and leaving little moisture to sustain crops or livestock. This cave dwelling provided some respite from the blinding dust and unforgiving heat above ground. The ground served as walls, and dirt acted as their protection, creating a stable environment within the harsh exterior conditions. His story serves as a testament to human ingenuity in the face of adversity, showcasing how adaptive measures can make all the difference during challenging times. The cave dwellers' scavenging efforts were focused on acquiring food, water, and other crucial supplies. With the dust storms blotting out the sun and making farming nearly impossible, he had to rely on alternative methods to gather what he needed. He would often venture out into the desolate landscape, using every bit of local knowledge to find hidden resources. Abandoned farms and homesteads became treasure troves for the resourceful scavenger. In these forgotten places, he might discover caches of canned goods or other preserved food items that families had left behind when they were forced to move on. Each find was a small victory, a testament to his resourcefulness. Water was another critical commodity. The cave dweller would search for any natural sources of water that had not been dried up by the relentless drought. He knew to look for low spots in the landscape where rainwater might collect, or for springs and seeps that still trickled even in the harshest conditions. Safety was paramount during these expeditions. He would always carry a canteen to fill with any water he found, and a bandana to cover his face, protecting himself from the incessant dust. A length of rope tied around his waist could serve as both an emergency lifeline and a way to haul supplies back to his cave. Besides food and water, the cave dweller also sought out other necessary items. Clothing, bedding, tools, anything that could improve his living conditions was fair game. He would scour the deserted outposts for useful materials, always mindful of potential hazards like quicksand and buried obstacles. The harsh environment necessitated constant vigilance and adaptability. By employing these scavenging techniques, the cave dweller was able to endure the extreme conditions of the Dust Bowl. His story underscores the incredible lengths people will go to in order to survive, highlighting the determination and ingenuity required during times of great adversity. For him, every day was a struggle, but his resilience and resourcefulness ensured that he would live to see another. As the man made his home in the cave, he found himself cut off from the world above. It was a solitude that weighed heavily on him, especially when the dust storms raged outside, sealing him further into his subterranean retreat. The isolation of these harsh conditions took a toll on his mental well-being. But he was not entirely without resources to cope with the psychological burden. Among his few belongings, there was an old journal. He had started writing in it as a way to pass the time during his first days underground. At first, the journal entries were mundane records of the weather above ground and the day's tasks. But as the days turned into weeks and then months, he found that writing became a lifeline. It was a way to express his fears, hopes, and observations without judgment. He would pour out the frustrations of being unable to see the sky or feel the wind on his face. He wrote about his longing for human connection and the simple pleasures of life above ground that he had once taken for granted. Despite the isolation, he found a certain comfort in knowing that someone, even if it was only himself, understood his plight. The act of writing served as a form of therapy, allowing him to process his emotions and maintain a semblance of mental equilibrium. In addition to journaling, he discovered the practice of meditation. He had never considered it before, but in the stillness and darkness of his cave, he found that focusing on his breath helped him find moments of peace. By meditating each day, he learned to quiet his mind and find a sense of calm amidst the storms raging outside. It was a simple but powerful technique that helped him maintain his mental fortitude in the face of adversity. His determination and ingenuity were not merely physical, they were also deeply psychological. These strategies, along with his unyielding will to survive, ensured that he could endure the harsh conditions of his isolated existence. In times of great adversity, it is often the quiet moments of reflection and self-care that sustain us. His story offers insight into the emotional resilience needed to survive such isolation and highlights the power of small, deliberate actions in maintaining mental well-being. And so, in the quiet darkness of his cave, he found ways to cope with the isolation and preserve his sanity, one day at a time. But the cave dweller's story didn't end in the darkness of his subterranean home. His resilience and determination left an indelible mark on local history. Years after the Dust Bowl, he contributed to the University of Oklahoma archive space. Among them are images of farmers like himself battling against the relentless dust storms. These visual aids paint a vivid picture of the diverse ecosystems that thrive beneath Oklahoma's surface. Its most striking feature is a massive snowbanks of calcite, creating a stunning contrast against the dark cave walls. This geological marvel has become a significant part of local lore and educational programs. School children visit to learn about the unique adaptations of cave-dwelling species and the importance of preserving these hidden worlds. His experiences also serve as a powerful reminder of human resilience and the innovative ways people have adapted to survive in harsh conditions. Declines in wildlife populations were particularly stark, with many species struggling to find food and shelter amidst the endless dust. One of the most devastating impacts was the outbreak of dust pneumonia among livestock. This disease, caused by inhaling dust particles, led to the loss of countless animals, further weakening the fragile ecosystems. Vegetation also suffered greatly, with crops failing and native flora struggling to adapt. In Boise City, Oklahoma, families found themselves forced to dig into the earth to create makeshift shelters. For one man in particular, this cave became a sanctuary of sorts, offering protection from the harsh elements and unrelenting dust storms. His resourcefulness in adapting to these changing conditions is a testament to human resilience and innovation. By understanding the environmental challenges he faced, we gain a deeper appreciation for his determination and ingenuity. Cave dwelling provided a sanctuary from extreme temperatures, offering a consistent environment year-round that mitigated the scorching summers and freezing winters of the Great Plains. In addition to temperature regulation, caves also shielded inhabitants from wind erosion, protecting both the physical structures and those living within them. The stability of cave environments contributed significantly to mental well-being during these chaotic times. In a world where dust storms were constant and unpredictable, the solid, enclosed space of a cave offered psychological solace and security that was invaluable. Moreover, caves required simple tools and determination to build and fortify, further emphasizing the resilience and strategic decision-making of those who chose this mode of living. His adaptive strategies began with water collection, a critical necessity in the arid conditions of the Dust Bowl. He constructed simple tools to gather and store rainwater, ensuring he had a reliable supply throughout the year. To combat the food scarcity, he developed innovative methods of food storage within the cave. By using natural cool temperatures and humidity levels, he could preserve his supplies longer, reducing waste. Dealing with cave hazards like bats and snakes was another challenge he had to overcome. He created barriers using found materials to keep these creatures at bay, ensuring his safety within the confined space. Over time, he also refined his techniques to better manage any infestations or unwanted visitors. This constant adaptation underscored his determination and resourcefulness in a harsh environment. His resilience and ingenuity highlight the remarkable determination required to survive such extreme conditions. By leveraging simple tools and natural resources, he demonstrated how far human will can go in the face of adversity. In a world where so much was uncertain, his ability to thrive in such adverse conditions stands as a testament to the human spirit's capacity for survival. His story serves as a reminder that even in the most trying circumstances, determination and strategic planning can make all the difference. Additionally, the constant dust would clog ventilation systems, making it difficult to breathe. The Carters, a family who chose to stay and survive in Cimarron County, Oklahoma, had to be creative with their ventilation solutions to avoid suffocation. One of their methods was using simple tools, like a wet cloth hung over the entrance to filter out some of the dust. However, this still did not provide complete relief from the constant cloud of particles that filled the air. The persistent dust also brought pests into their underground homes. Insects and small animals would often seek refuge in the caves, leading to infestations that were difficult to control. The Carters had to be vigilant about sealing any cracks or openings to keep out unwanted visitors. In the end, their perseverance highlights not only the unique challenges they faced, but also their remarkable ability to overcome them. Their legacy serves as an inspiration for those who face adversity today, showing that, with the right mindset and a bit of ingenuity, anyone can weather even the harshest storms. In the harsh and unforgiving environment of the Dust Bowl, one man's survival depended on a deep understanding of his surroundings. He turned to an ancient practice, honed over centuries by Native American tribes, cave dwelling. Native American cave dwellers, such as the ancestral Puebloans, developed sophisticated techniques to thrive in arid regions and harsh climates. They built dwellings into the sides of cliffs, utilizing natural insulation and protection from the elements. This approach allowed them to conserve resources and maintain a stable temperature inside their homes. The Carters, like many others, dug into the earth to create makeshift shelters. Their determination and resilience echoed the spirit of Native American cave dwellers who had mastered similar techniques centuries earlier. These age-old strategies served as a lifeline for those facing the unyielding adversity of the Dust Bowl. In the heart of the Dust Bowl, amidst the unyielding adversity and harsh conditions, small communities formed among cave dwellers. These resilient individuals discovered that living in caves offered some protection from the relentless dust storms and scorching sun. The caves provided a stable temperature, shielding from extreme weather conditions outside. Communal activities, such as communal meals and storytelling sessions, helped to maintain mental resilience in these trying times. The bonds formed within these cave-dwelling communities were crucial for survival, both physically and emotionally. This collaborative spirit underscored how shared experiences enhanced survival rates and mental resilience among the cave dwellers during the Dust Bowl. The Dust Bowl wasn't a time for the faint of heart. It was harsh and unforgiving, and survival often depended on more than just individual determination. Take John Carter, a man who dug himself into the earth to endure the brutal conditions. But even in his solitary dwelling, he wasn't alone. His family played a crucial role in his resilience and determination during this trying time. They were his lifeline, delivering supplies that kept him going. These conditions made travel and communication difficult, but they managed to stay connected. They shared vital information about weather patterns, helping John anticipate the storms that would ravage the land. Beyond practical support, they also provided emotional strength. Knowing his family was out there, battling the same elements, gave John a sense of shared purpose. The Carters' decision to stay and fight was a testament to their resilience. In a world where many were leaving for greener pastures, they chose to dig in and endure. The story of John Carter and his family is a poignant reminder that even in the most difficult circumstances, there's strength in unity and resilience in determination.